Hey everyone and welcome to a pretty cool video, something that I don't normally do, but this is quite exciting. This is going to be my Christmas wish list for 2012. Now my one's a little bit different to everyone else's. I have 8 items on my list and I probably won't get any of these for Christmas. Basically this wish list to me is the stuff that I have to buy, the stuff that I want to buy over the entire December and January period, so that entire sort of Christmas area, including the first month of 2013. There's some pretty extreme stuff on here and some pretty tiny stuff on here as well, and I'm going to explain when my plans are to buy all of these things. So it's not really a Christmas wish list in the sense that, you know, I'm sending a letter off to Father Christmas and he's going to get all this stuff for me. It's more in the sense of letting you guys know the kind of stuff that you can expect to see on my channel within the next 2 or 3 months. So without further ado, let's start with the first 2 items. Now these first 2 items I'm probably going to order really soon. I'm talking within the next 2 or 3 days. The first one is an Apple Pro keyboard, a wired version. Now this is really frustrating for me because I used to have like keyboards and mice coming out of my ears, and for some reason I just don't anymore, and I need a wired Pro keyboard. So that's not the nice thin aluminium one, that's the older generation one. I want to use that upstairs in the studio. I think pretty much everything on this list is to do with the studio because that's my current massive project at the moment. Crap, I just lost the list, hang on a second. Sorry about that cut everyone, I lost the email and I couldn't find it again. But yeah, that's the first item, so I'm probably going to order that within 2 or 3 days. The second item is a Logitech M185 wireless mouse. I think it's like a cheapo wireless mouse, just something that I've just caught my eye, and I need a wireless mouse for the studio upstairs. So that's just going to be a basic thing that I'm going to buy. Item number 3 is a really essential part to my studio. This is the Samson, not Samsung, but Samson, Powerbite PB10. This is a 19-inch rack-mountable power conditioner with 9 IEC outlets for all of my outboard gear. So that will condition the power nicely, so I won't get, hopefully won't get any kind of noise in my signal chain. So that's a really important part of getting everything wired together. On this list, it doesn't include all the cabling because I've already budgeted and filled up my shopping basket on Tom for all of the cabling. I just need to order it when the money is there. So that's number 3. Number 4 is an awesome dual LED strip of lights, like atmospheric room lights. Now I have this massive thing about working surrounded by atmospheric lights. I've got laser pods on the wall behind me. You're not going to see them well at all because I've got a 300 watt power can pointing at the wall behind me to try and light this video up a bit. But at night I've got a UV light, rope lights going around my room, and those lasers back there. I just love the atmospheric feeling. And upstairs I haven't really got a lot of atmospheric lighting, and you know, it's all about creativity. So these are sort of remote controlled LED strips. By the way, all of the links to these items will be in the video description, so I'm really after a kit of those. I just love LEDs, I love all the colour changing and that. Probably mount them to the back of my desk or something, they can shine up the wall. Number 5 is a Western Digital 1 terabyte My Passport Studio. The My Passport Studio is the 2.5-inch version. It's a FireWire portable drive. Now I'm pretty sure on this one, but the only thing that's giving me slight doubt is the fact that the drive isn't 7200 RPM, and ideally I would like a drive that I could record to, so it needs to be 7200 RPM. But that's not the main reason. The main thing I want is a really large capacity portable hard drive with FireWire. That's the main thing, because I just, well, I broke my I broke my hard drive in college today. I was in the studio and it fell off the top of the Mac Pro, which was really annoying. But you know, it's, you know, whatever. And so I need a new portable hard drive, and I want one with FireWire. Number 6 is a rather unusual little thing to put on a list on a channel like this, but it's an AKG D112 kick drum microphone. I really desperately need a kick drum microphone. I have overheads, I have a snare drum microphone, but I need a kick drum microphone. I got nothing to really properly pick up my kick drum microphone. My kick drum, sorry, I haven't got a mic for that. So why did I go with the D112? Well, any of you audio guys will know that it's a really well respected mic, but amongst lots of people it really isn't, because the D112 has this tendency to sound quite muffled, and I've always thought it sounds like someone bouncing a basketball on a floor, you know, with a massive, you know, chop out of the high frequencies. So it's like just this horrible deep thudding sound like someone bouncing a basketball. But if you place the D112 correctly, they don't like being inside the kick drum. That's what I've noticed from sound samples. I've used the D112 a lot, and like I quite like it outside the kick drum. We did a recording today and we used the D112 outside the kick drum and just right of the kick drum port, so it sounded pretty cool. I've also used the Audix D6, which is a really nice microphone. You know, it's got a perfect curve to pick up a load of low end thud from the kick drum and plenty of high end attack. But the thing is about the Audix D6 is it's quite a bit more expensive than the D112, and I record a bit more sort of retro kind of sounding music, and the Audix D6 is a very modern sounding microphone. You know, it's crystal clear, and I just like that sort of muffled element of the D112, and you know, it's like 40 or 50 quid cheaper. So yeah, D112 it is for me for my chosen kick drum microphone. So this has sort of been split up into parts, as you can tell. The first two items aren't really a Christmas wishlist thing because I'm probably going to order them later. Then we have number 3, 4, 5 and 6. They're all things that I'm going to get probably after Christmas. And then number 7 and 8. Number 7 and 8 are crazy, and they're just this big thing that I hope to work towards in 2013. Now, I'm going to need a computer up in the studio. You know, I've got my MacBook Pro, but the whole desktop mode thing, you know, I'm never a big fan of it. So I really want, well, item number 7 is an Apple 20-inch cinema display. I'd love a 20-inch cinema display up there. I'll put a link in the video description to a decent one auction on eBay. I've been after an Apple cinema display ever since I got into Macs. I've never had one, and I just really want a cinema display, 20-inch cinema display, aluminium one. They tend to go for about 200 these days on eBay for a decent condition one, but a lot of them on eBay don't include power supplies, and it's very important to get one that does include a power supply because it's proprietary. But yeah, that's the cinema display. I'd obviously use that up in the studio. It'd be a lovely, lovely monitor. And then number 8 is an awesome one. It is indeed a PowerMac G5 Quad. I would love to record onto a G5 Quad. Of course, if funds allowed it, I'd get another Mac Pro, but a G5 Quad with enough RAM and a nice quiet graphics card in it, and a speedy, you know, Western Digital Caviar Black hard drive, that's going to be a really, really nice recording machine. And you know, G5 runs the latest version of Logic. I've got no issues with it, you know, as a pro machine, because I won't be going online with it. I won't be doing any type of consumer things with it. As a pro sort of Logic based machine, you know, the PowerMac G5 Quad will be great, and you can pick them up really cheap. You know, I've seen some auctions ending. I saw one the other day, it was crazy. Quad G5 with 12 gigs of RAM, and it ended for only 240 quid, which was fantastic. So for around the £500 mark, I'm hoping to get a PowerMac G5 Quad and an Apple 20-inch cinema display, but that's something for me to save up for. That's something for me to save up for in the new year. So that's my list, everyone. I hope you guys like it. It's all related to the studio. There's a lot of other things I need, but I wanted to keep the list simple. There are a lot of things in my shopping basket on Tommen at the moment. And they're all going to be ordered, you know, loads of cables. There's about £160 worth of things in there, most of it being cables. To hook all of my new stuff together, you know, once the desk is built in the studio and whatnot. So yeah, a lot of these videos lately are going to be about the studio, but I've been getting tons of requests about it, so you know, hopefully you guys are enjoying them. And just as a quick side note, I keep getting loads and loads of questions about the PowerPC Challenge. Don't worry guys, I'm just waiting for a time in my life where it's going to be a good time to run the PowerPC Challenge. You know, it's impossible to do the studio and this at the same time, and the reason I'm doing the studio now is because this is when everything's coming along. The money that I need is coming in, you know, the time that I needed is really here and stuff like that. So don't you worry about the PowerPC Challenge. It's not going away. I just need to get my arse into gear and actually do it when it's the right kind of time. So again, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more of the evolution of my studio videos, and I hope you guys have a very good end to your November, because December's rolling around and it's very, very scarily close to Christmas. So again, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.